This morning I did a quick inventory of a number of DVDs that we have in our DVD collection, and I was surprised at how many stories were stories of redemption. As I read the storylines on the back of DVDs, I was shocked at how they referred to their movie as a story about redemption. There was Seabiscuit, An Unfinished Life, Stranger Than Fiction, October Sky, Bagger Vance, The Count of Monte Cristo, The Secrets of the Yaya Sisterhood. I was shocked to see how many focused on the theme of redemption. So why? Why is redemption such a core aspect of so many stories? I think the answer is because redemption is a core aspect of the larger story. Redemption is at the core of the gospel itself. When Jesus sought to clarify his mission after he spent 40 days in the desert praying and spending time with his Father and enduring temptation, he came back and he referred to his mission as a redemptive mission. He quoted from Isaiah 61, 1 and 2, and he talked about redemptive elements that he came to do, such as proclaiming the gospel, setting captives free, binding up the brokenhearted, and replacing ashes with true glory and beauty. Jesus' mission was a redemptive mission. Redemption is at the heart of the gospel. One of the most powerful redemptive passages that we have in the New Testament, Romans 8:28, is also one of the most misunderstood. Romans 8:28 says, "For we know that God causes all things to work together for good, for those who love Him and for those who are called according to His purpose." So let's take a moment and let's drill down with Romans 8:28, and let's look at, first of all, what it does not say. First of all, Romans 8:28 does not say that God causes all things. There are a number of possible causes for events that come into our lives. The first one are destructive decisions, failures that we make. The second one are hurtful decisions that others make. The third one are just the fact that we live in a fallen world and bad things happen because of that. And fourthly, like we talked about last week, there is a villain in the story, and his job is to take us out, to wound us. And then lastly, God does cause many things. He's just not the cause of everything, but the bottom line is there are many things that happen in our lives that God would never desire, that He does not cause. So what does Romans 8:28 say? We've talked about what it doesn't say. It does say that He causes all things. Not just the good things or just the things, the injustices that happen in our lives, but He actually redeems everything, even the things that we brought on ourselves. The second thing that Romans 8:28 says is that God causes all things to work together for our good. This is the Greek word synergeo. It's the word that we get our English word synergy from. You see, God doesn't hide or deny our mistakes and our messes. God works with them just like they are to produce something amazing. God redeems those very things. It reminds me of a time when we were taking on a household project. We were replacing our countertops with a tile countertop, and we got to some rough edges, some rough turns in the countertop, and we couldn't figure out how to make them work. And one of my young daughters looked down at all the mistakes and the broken pieces of tile on the floor, and she said, "Dad, what about these?" And so we turned them loose with a hammer, and they busted up a bunch of pieces of tile, and they created, in those unusual turns on that tile on that countertop, a beautiful mosaic from those broken pieces. God does the same thing in our lives. The point is this, is that He redeems our pain just as it is. We don't have to hide, deny, or pretend that they don't happen. When does redemption come? When do I get to realize redemption? And the honest answer is, we know from the book of Hebrews chapter 11 that in this Hall of Fame of Faith, some of those amazing men and women of God received redemption in this life. They realized it completely here. Others were having to wait until the next life. Another question that we need to address, so what do we do in the meantime? And I think the answer is very simply, we trust those broken parts of our lives to God, that He is busy doing things. He's busy redeeming when we can't even see it. We trust those broken tiles to Him. So my question to you is this: do you trust Him with your broken tiles? Do you trust Him that He can redeem the broken parts in your life?